Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? All right, how are you all doing on this Monday night? The Monday, April, 15th? Yeah, 15th, 2024. I hope you're all doing good. I'm doing well. Welcome to It's All About Wrestling, episode 101. Yes, 101. 101. It's the 101st episode of It's All About Wrestling. So on the road to 200 begins. Okay, maybe that's a little too far on in the future, but the enthusiasm is there, right, guys? Welcome. So yeah, welcome to It's All About Wrestling, episode 101. We got a jam-packed episode for you today, and before we get into that, if you're new here and you like wrestling and sports, and even if you don't like either one, but you like one or the other, if you like sports and you don't like wrestling, this channel is still for you. If you like wrestling and you don't like sports, this channel is still for you. If you're new and current subscribers, if you're checking my channel for the first time, please subscribe. And if you see what you like, please also smash the like button. And that also goes for you current subscribers, whether you're watching it live or you're catching on the replay, please subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay. And help me get to 500 subs, please. And a way to do this is maybe share this on social media platforms, whether it's X, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, Meta, whatever social media platform you use to communicate. Please share us out. Please. Okay? All right. Thank you. So, yes. This game is the 101st episode of It's All About Wrestling. There's some news to talk about in this 101st episode. Some news just came about a couple hours ago. You can see my main topic. I'll try to get this show to end before Raw. Okay? But yes, there's some Rhea Ripley and sombering news. Okay? Not positive news about Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley fans, I'm sorry. Okay. There's some Drew McIntyre news, contract news, Becky Lynch contract news too. We're going to talk about what happened on SmackDown with the Bloodline. We're going to update you on potential Backlash matches and how that may tie into Bloodline stuff. And talk about the draft. And we're going to talk about AEW again. We're going to talk about with AEW. We're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. What we kind of talked about on Thursday, but in more detail. We're going to try to go a little bit more with that. If I go solo for sure, so okay, whatever. Finbar may not be able to join. He may be listening, but he may not be able to join. He might be in the chat, maybe. May not be able to join. DL may join later. Don't worry, guys. And also, this Thursday we're going to do AEW Dynasty predictions. AEW Dynasty is this Sunday night or Saturday night, whatever day the 21st is of April. That's AEW Dynasty. So we're going to be doing that on Thursday. I'm going to try to make Thursdays a little bit more interactive. Okay? We're going to try to do more stuff on this channel on Thursdays. Live streams and stuff. Whether wrestling or sports related. We're going to do that on Thursdays. So yeah, like I did last Thursday, guys. Like we did last Thursday. We're gonna do Thursday. So Monday and Thursdays we're gonna do streams. And also watch alongs for pay-per-view events. And the next one, I'm not doing a watch along for AEW Dynasty because I'm not ordering that. I'm not paying $50-$60 for that. Okay. So we won't be doing it for that, but I'll definitely be doing it for Backlash, France, and that's gonna be earlier start time. Obviously, because it's international, and it's in Europe. I almost said the UK, but France is not in the UK. It's its own separate country. It's okay. Yeah. So, all right. So yeah, Thursday, AEW Dynasty predictions, and I actually being at this one last thing, I'm actually in the process of making a video, early stages of making a video on AEW, and why the childish antics, the childish nature. I don't know how much it is. I'm not ordering it anyway. I don't care if it's $10-$20. I'm not ordering it anyway. But the childish antics of Tony Khan, personally for me, I don't know about others, has affected my interest in AEW as a wrestling fan. How makes it hard for me to watch AEW just because of him. Just because of Tony Khan. Can't get out of his own way. That's going to be a video. It's an opinion video. It's not a factual video based on, right? It's going to be more of an opinion video tailored towards me. And that's going to probably come out tomorrow on this channel. It's a video, not a stream. So I got to get the thumbnail. I have the title ready, but I got to make a thumbnail. And then I got to record the video. But let's get some news out of the way, then we'll talk about the main topics. Okay? Now. Okay. Let's get the small stuff out of the way. Okay. Drew McIntyre. Yes, that guy, Drew McIntyre. His contract ends at the end of June of this year, okay? June is when his contract runs out, okay? And of course, he has not signed the new contract. We would probably known about it. He has not signed. Sometimes when wrestlers sign a new contract, it doesn't get reported. But somebody that big in the company would get reported if they sign a new contract. But so Drew McIntyre's contract is running out in June. Yes, and I did say running out because he's not re-signed. So if I said it's running out, if I said he re-signed, I would not say he's running out. The contract's running out, obviously. So yes, he's re-signed. So he hasn't re-signed, right? His contract runs out, and there have been talks. Don't worry, they're negotiating. They're talking. I don't think they're serious. Like, it doesn't seem like really, really serious right now, but it should be. Okay. And it seems like the negotiations with Drew is slowly. This is not a fast. It's not a fast negotiations, right? It's not like, oh, they knew about this for a year, and you know what? We want to resign you. No, this just seems like a slow negotiation, and I'm gonna say this is probably based on Drew McIntyre, from Drew McIntyre's side of things, because WWE would not want to take WWE did with this top star, top of the card, main level talent. You know they wouldn't want to do slow negotiations. They want to get the guy. They want to get the guy wrapped up, right? Right? Done deal for extension, right? 4 or 5 more years, right? You know they wouldn't want to wait. But I think this is Italian Drew, and he wants to see where his character is going. If he's happy, whatever. Is happy if his character is going. Travel, if his wife, if it's okay for his wife. Family is always important. Family always factors in these negotiations and stuff. And of course, now with another company, AEW in the fold, who is handing out ridiculous amount of money to free agents. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to look at the possibility. You know, what can AEW offer me, right? In terms of a money contract, in terms of money. Now, so he's probably playing him and his agency, his agent, his management. They're probably playing the typical free agent game, where he's not a free agent, but if you understand my point, he's playing the free agent game there, where you know what he really sees to get the best offer. But I really don't think. But the sounds of things, it sounds like more like he'll end up resigning with WWE. Resigning. I don't think he's going to AEW. Okay. 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 I don't think that's happening. I agree. That's what this is. I agree with you. That's why I don't think it's happening. I don't think he's walk. I don't think. I think he's coming back. I do think so. Give the man his money. Thank you. Yes. Okay. And then negotiations. Um. And then negotiations going on right now is one of the top female stars, and that's Becky Lynch. Now Becky Lynch is taking a little break from WrestleMania after her loss to Rhea Ripley. She's on her book tour. She's doing that for a book that I actually bought. All right. Okay. Okay. I have the book of Becky Lynch's book. But apparently her contract is about 8 weeks, has 8 weeks left on it. 8 weeks left on it. Now this is report apparently came out yesterday or the day before that her contract has 8 weeks left, so relatively 2 months. So, well, June, June, same as Drew, right? Same as Drew. Expire around the same time, right? And indications reports are saying she's definitely going to be signed, more likely to be signed. Then she's not going to go to AEW. Okay. WWE, the reports like right now is supposedly Mercedes Moné might be the highest paid female wrestler in the world. Paid by Tony Khan and AEW, right? But I guarantee you, Becky Lynch, when she resigns, she'll be the most she'll be the highest paid female wrestler in the world. Yes, I'll do this comparison between Sasha Banks and Mercedes Moné. Yes, Mercedes Moné has accomplished a lot, especially in WWE. Main evented a couple times, couple of championships, stuff like that, right? Becky Lynch, on the other hand, when she got so popular, her rise in 2018, 2019, her rise to the top, to one of the top superstars, male and female, at that time, was a lot more. I'll tell you one thing. Was a lot higher than Sasha Banks ever was at WWE. Yeah, Sasha Banks got cheers and stuff whenever she's a face. The crowd loved her, but Becky Lynch was another level. Okay, I'll say this. Yes, Mercedes Moné started as Mandalorian. True. But in the wrestling world, Becky Lynch was actually, Becky Lynch was a little late bloomer, but she actually was more popular than Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné. And she obviously would be, if I'm just saying hypothetically, if she did go to AEW, she'd probably be more over Mercedes Moné. But let me tell you something. That's not happening. They're not letting her go. They're not gonna let their top female superstar, they're one of the top female superstars, at least the top three, go. Yeah, she hasn't resigned, but I guarantee you, there's nothing to be worried about there. She'll be resigned. She will resign. She'll be the highest. I think she'll be the highest paid female wrestler in the world. WWE TKO will give her that money because she's worth it. Look at her accomplishments and look at the crowd, how much the fanfare she gets and the merchandise sales she gets. I think she'll definitely, right? She's a moneymaker for them, right? Right? So there's no worries there. And so yeah, I'm not worried about her leaving WWE at all. At all. All right. What else is there? Wrestling news wise before we get into the main stuff. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Now, this is stuff we can make your blood boil. We're not gonna go long on this. Nikki Bella is considering coming out of retirement to join AEW after being inspired by Mercedes Moné. Who's obviously now in AEW. And if you want to know my reaction to that, no. If there's one female superstars that AEW hardcore fans would reject harshly, going away heat, X-Pac heat, it's Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella would be someone that they would not want in their company. It's Nikki Bella. The Bellas in general. They would not want them in the company, the hardcore fans especially. That is a fact. I just know, because they are obviously the Bellas. If you know the history in WWE, they got to the top because of one specific reason. Who they were dating at the time, Brian Danielson, who she's still dating, Brie Bella, and obviously at the time, Nikki and Cena, and yeah, they were a complete manufacturer. They get completely lucky. Didn't earn the spot that they got. And just look at the women. Just look at the women now compared to that era when they were at the top of the women's division in WWE. It's night and day. Night and day. Exactly. That's exactly my point. Yeah. Night and day. Bellas are not built for the hardcore wrestling fans. Because, like Finbar says here, they are seen as right time, right place, who they're dating at the time, and why they're at the top. That's the reason why they're at the top, and they didn't earn it. Right? they got there because of who they were dating for. They were basically old guard of wrestling, where they were the end of terrible women's wrestling, right? Right? When women wrestling in WWE was bad, they're the reason why WWE had to go in a different direction with women's wrestling. They are part of the reason. Now WWE factors in that, but the Bellas are, right? And ever since the Bellas left, 2015, 2016, whatever, yeah, they came for a little bit. The women divisions has gone better and better. The women's wrestling has actually gone better and better, right? It wasn't about short matches and stupid feuds, stuff like that. I mean, at the time when Nikki Bella was champion for a full year, 2014, 2015, the women's wrestling in NXT was so much better. And at that time, the women's wrestling in NXT 2014, 2015, you got like a young Charlotte Flair. Bailey was there. Sasha Banks was around. Becky Lynch was there, but she wasn't where she is now or wherever. You had Alexa Bliss was there. Carmella. It was just an overly stronger women's division in NXT at the time. And I was looking forward to that more than the main roster. Because you see Nikki Bella wrestle on the main roster. Paige could run circles against Nikki Bella in the ring. Paige is a much better wrestler than Nikki Bella when she was healthy, when she was able to go. Same with AJ Lee. And they're certainly better than Brie Bella. Brie Bella was known as the worst, right? And she was known as Botch Bella or Botch Mode. Remember, she had that famous Brie Mode, but everybody used to make fun of it and call it Botch Mode. You guys remember when she came back with her and her sister in the Wanda Rousey's times, and every match she was in, she botched or something. She hurt some people. Remember at the time? I don't know if you remember. She hurt Liv Morgan with I think the kicks. You know her husband does those kicks, right? I think she does them too. To copy her husband, right? I think she went too fast and actually hit Liv Morgan in the face or the head. And I remember Ruby Riott gave her like a stiff shot or something. It's like no, we're not having any of that. Like, come on. I think that was 2018. But yeah, I don't want her. They'll never accept her. They will never accept her in WWE. I mean, WWE or AEW. I mean, they might accept her. I don't know if they will accept her in AEW anymore. I would like. I don't know. They're just horribly, horribly bad. I couldn't stand them. Now, I made a mistake. I said on Thursday's show, the reason why Stone Cold could be part of the main event when Cody dethroned the tribal chief is not because they couldn't agree on money, because he was sick. It was actually determined they couldn't agree on money. They couldn't agree on what to pay him to get involved. So they wanted him to get involved, but they just couldn't agree on how. On money, what the payout would be for him, which I find hard to believe, man. Just give the man what he wanted, whatever he wanted. Just give him what he wanted, please. It's fucking Stone Cold. He helped bring you back from bankruptcy, man. If it wasn't for people like Stone Cold, WWE would be out of business. WCW would have won the Monday Night Wars. Okay? They couldn't agree on whatever, man. But whatever. They should have still got him. They should have still got him some way. All right. Stone Cold. Okay. Now let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on. I know. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I completely agree with you. Stone Cold was always a bigger superstar, right? The Undertaker. Yes, Undertaker had the lengthy career, obviously over Stone Cold, but Stone Cold was when he was at his prime, and his prime ended short because of his neck injury. But Stone Cold was a whole new level during his era. He was a different. It was a different animal with him. With him. So yeah, it definitely would have. It. That's no doubt about it. Let's go. Let's go to the main topics today. Three of them. Only can fit two in here. Sombering news. Now we don't know yet if this is gonna happen or not, but it may happen. We may get a vacant title tonight on Raw. Rhea Ripley apparently suffered a real injury, and a backstage segment from last week on Raw, with an incident of Liv Morgan, who threw a chair at her and Rhea Ripley accidentally hurt herself. Got hurt. No heat on Liv. But Liv on X is kind of playing it off like she was happy about it. She's grateful for it. She whatever. She played off as a character, but there's no actual backstage heat on Liv, because she did do the job she was supposed to. It was not. It was actually Rhea. It was on Rhea who got hurt. Not her fault. It was accidental, but Liv was not responsible for the injury either. It was unfortunate, because it seemed like Liv was going to be her next feud, right? Her next feud, based on that segment. But where Liv is playing it now, she seems happy about it. Now that's in character. But yeah, so apparently Rhea Ripley really injured, suffered a real injury that may force her to vacate the title. And usually when an injury forces you to vacate a title, usually means this injury is very, very serious, where you might have to, where this is not a quick injury. This is not something that's going to take 1 or 2 months. This is an injury that could take this is a long-term injury, potentially a long-term injury, man. Long-term injury. And this is quite possible. But if this is real, when you vacate a title, usually means that person is injured. The injury is usually going to be a long-term injury, right? A long-term injury. If it's not a serious injury, and there's nothing about vacating a title, right? It's not a serious injury, right? It's not a serious injury. Like a Seth Rollins situation. He never vacated a title, right? Never vacated a title. So they thought, you know what? This injury can't get any worse. His injury can't get any worse. Right? And it's not terminal. It's a long-term injury, so no point in taking the title off him. But potentially, if this is not a work, but if this is real, and she has to vacate the title, then this is a serious injury. That's something that's not going to take 2 months like Seth Rollins. It's going to be a long-term injury. Now, AEW has done this before with long-term injuries to a point where, we have to take the title off her. We got to do stuff like that. With Jamie Hayter, for example, they waited too long. WWE is not going to do the same mistake as AEW with that. It's really, really stupid. This changes a lot now. This changes the whole. If it's true, it changes this whole the whole picture of the women's division on Raw. Now you got to remember, there's a draft coming up very, very soon. Couple weeks, 2 weeks, I believe. 2 weeks. Raw and SmackDown, there's going to be a draft, right? And so we don't know who's going to get drafted where, right? You could go for, and as NXT is involved too, so it's a 3-brand draft. NXT is involved. Okay. So we don't know who could get drafted to the Raw and drafted to SmackDown. Rhea Ripley could go to SmackDown as a champion, and that title she's right. No. If she has to vacate the title, there's probably gonna be like a tournament. There might be a tournament, and they'll crown the new champion at Backlash. What I think they should do, and what they should do, since they have a draft coming up, what they should do is have certain superstars from Raw and certain superstars from SmackDown involved in this tournament. Have 8 women wrestlers, 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown, and then have a meet at Backlash. Okay? And then from Raw and SmackDown, whoever is the champion for Raw and SmackDown, okay, wins, becomes a champion. But it has to take place after the draft. So the thing is, if Bayley gets drafted to Raw, you're more likely to see a person from you're most likely to see a SmackDown, and whoever gets drafted to SmackDown will most likely win it on Backlash. Okay, so that's a logical sense, right? If Bayley gets drafted to Raw, right? You most likely see whoever gets drafted to SmackDown or stay on SmackDown win it at Backlash. It kind of gives it away. But have this tournament and have Raw and SmackDown superstars involved, women superstars, 8 superstars, 4 from each brand. And you got 2 weeks. You got about 2 weeks of Backlash anyway, right? So I guess you could start as quickly as possible, whenever you can, and then do it. If it's not a work, which let me go check. Let me see if there's any update on this potential on Rhea Ripley on this what's happening. Let me just go check very briefly on Twitter and X. Not finding anything. Let me know if there's any update, guys. Oh my God. All right, nothing yet, no update. So yeah, we'll have to see. Raw. That's in 45 minutes, so we got a long show to go, man. A long show to go, and I'm doing a solo so far. It's okay. I could do things solo. Now we're gonna go Jack Perry in. And CM Punk on that AEW Tony Khan. Tony Khan. Oh, this guy's an idiot. Now, yeah, so we talked about this on Thursday, but we're going to talk about it again. So my stream never got taken down, and Finbar knows this because we talked about this DM. But if you show that security footage from All Out, yeah, DMCA'd and taken down because it's protected under British law, right? British law, Finbar. Let me see. Let me go back to DM you sent me about it. Subject to data protection law, law in the UK. AEW didn't just realize that, and had to take down everybody who was showing that footage, whether it's on YouTube, Twitter, or whatever, because they know it's illegal. It was illegal. It's still up on my stream, on my channel, guys. Don't tell anybody. Well, I just told everybody. Oh fuck, I'm screwed. I did get a copyright for it, but here's the thing: the copyright didn't affect anything at all. It's visible everywhere. It's nothing. It's not even a claim or a strike. It's basically, it's fine. So I still have it up. But yeah. Man, that looked so bad. Tony Khan, I was scared for my life. What the fuck? He didn't threaten you, man. What did he do? He didn't lunge at you. He didn't jump or lunge at you, Tony Khan. Oh, what's the GPD law? You tell me. But he didn't. Oh my god, he just pointed at you and told you you're a clown. That's a threat. I can tell you. You can tell Tony Khan. This is Tony Khan. Spoiled rich boy growing up. He's never been in a fight in his life, right? You know he's never been in a fight in his life. If you really understand, if you know people like that, people are raised in a wealthy family, right? You know they're not tough. They're not born tough. They're not tough. Spoiled people are not tough. They're not tough. Those people like that are not tough. They're wusses. And you can clearly see that of Khan. And now, nobody was happy. The Young Bucks, I was supposed to further line the storyline with FTR. Young Bucks reportedly did not want to do it. And they had beef with Punk, but they did it because Khan's the boss and he said so. They had to do it. Okay. And now, what does this do? What does this do for Punk? Now we know. I think Jack Perry comes back and joins the Young Bucks' group. I think this is happening. But what does this do, really? And now New Japan had an event in Chicago. I know Degrassi is not. I don't know if he's in the chat. I know he's busy today. But Degrassi's brother went to the New Japan event in Chicago. I know from that event, Jack Perry made an appearance. And he wore on a jacket and wore a jacket and it had the words "Cry Me a River" on it. So he's clearly milking off that footage and all of that. The problem is CM Punk is in a fucking different company. He's in another company. CM Punk is another company. What? You know what? That would make sense if CM Punk was still in the company and CM Punk could confront you. But CM Punk is not in the company. It doesn't do anything. It makes you look like a pussy. Honestly, this is more like a pussy. A coward, a pussy, a chicken. Honestly. God. You have to use somebody else that's not in your company to pump up interest. And yes, the demo went up for Dynamite last week, and then it went after that segment hit, it went down a lot. A lot. Okay. Tony Khan is so petty. He specifically thinks he's in competition with WWE, right? Right? So he's taking shots at WWE all the time. No. That was not a shot at WWE with the Punk thing. That was a shot at CM Punk, not AEW, not WWE. That was a shot at CM Punk. Clearly, he got so butthurt over that interview that Punk conducted right the week before, a couple days before WrestleMania. And God, I never see someone so full of himself. Well, yeah, all wrestling promoters are kind of full of themselves. Let's be honest. But this, and he has done some interviews today, and some really, really quotes, man. Tony Khan in an interview. Tony Khan asked if WWE came calling to you to do not even necessarily collaboration, but just to share talent, share promotion. Would you consider AEW to be open for business with WWE? Why would they do that? But Khan responds, "It's an interesting thought. It would depend on the circumstances." Seriously? And here's what Tony Khan says about AEW versus WWE. The competition. I'm gonna read it on this Twitter. It's on Twitter account. Khan believes that AEW has proven itself as a formidable competitor against WWE, which in turn has created an environment where the wrestling business thrives. Uh, let's be honest. No other competitor. I'm gonna be honest. No other competitor came close to WWE. AEW is the second. Of course, he's right there. But let's be honest. Whatever wrestling company has $1 billion backing its industry? Okay, maybe one other company has somebody with $1 billion as that's financing the company. Okay, who? Yeah, TKO doesn't count. They own WWE. Okay, who? Of course, you have competition because you're able to. You're able to get a network deal with Warner Brothers. Of course, you're able to get some of the top stars from the independents and some former WC stars. Of course, you're able to get pay-per-view. You're able to sell out other stadiums, other countries. Of course, you know why? Because you have fucking money. Okay, $1 billion. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading. And Khan spoke about the resurgent interest in pro wrestling, stating, "I think it comes from great competition in wrestling right now. Honestly, I seen a resurgence in people watching WWE again. And you know how I know? Not just from TV, people on the internet. Look at the capacity at arenas, sold out everywhere, Seats are filled. No empty seats at WWE shows. I used to go to WWE shows, before the pandemic, before 2019, 2018, 2017. There were sections of empty seats, whether it's a house show or a live event. There were. Now, WWE pay-per-views is a different story. They mostly get sold out. They mostly filled. But I'm telling you, pre-pandemic, it was a lot more emptier. WWE is getting a fan base again. I think now in a digital era where the information is out our fingertips in entire libraries, matches at our fingertips, it is more feasible than ever our fans to familiarize themselves and for these wrestlers to connect with the domestic audience upon arrival. Yeah, but you have to take shots at WWE almost every single week. Almost every single week. Seriously. Oh my God. And Tony Khan has also made the hardcore fans think of hardcore fans be like, oh, this is not good. Makes this company look garbage. garbage. Makes this company look like a young child, instead of a man. You know, learn from your mistakes. Don't take some criticism, man. CM Punk was criticizing this stuff backstage, leadership, ownership, whatever. Learn from it. Don't be petty about it. Learn from it. And Tony Khan's the boss, right? So obviously he cannot get in trouble. Nothing can happen to him because he's the boss. But this guy needs to hire somebody, and he won't. But he needs. There needs to be somebody he needs to have somebody in that business. No, this is not a good idea. This is going to hurt your company. This is no. No, Tony, you're not doing this. You're not doing this. I'm doing it. And I don't care if that person does get fired for questioning the boss, but sometimes you got to have certain people in the industry that know wrestling be like, more knowledgeable wrestling. And he has people like that, right? Agents, stuff like that. Be like, no, no, nah, no, 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 Tony, no, no, Khan, no. It's a dumb idea. Don't. And I think he was told. I think he was told over and over by couple of people. Not a couple of people. Let's be honest. I think he was told over and over on Dynamite, or the day leading up to Dynamite, or the days leading up to Dynamite, and maybe by phone, or maybe by phone, obviously, because they showed the package on Dynamite, so they wouldn't tell him on the day it was airing, right? When it was live. They probably told him, whoever told him, whether it's the Young Bucks, I know the Young Bucks did, and other superstars probably told him, like, no, this is not. I told him, no, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Don't worry, we're gonna get this out of the way. This is gonna be like building up your storyline with FTR and Jack Perry, whatever. And see, this all would make sense. That backstage thing could all make sense, and they could build. They could have used that as heat in the feud if CM Punk was still in that company, right? If CM Punk was still there, CM Punk was still in AEW. Yeah, I can see him use that. I can see him using that backstage incident as something to make the match between FTR and Young Bucks even more heated. But he's not in the company, because they could if he was, they could have used him. They could make it a 6-man tag team match. But the guy's not in the company. You're freaking using a guy to garner interest for your pay-per-view for this feud. And look, the Young Bucks and FTR feud for those teams speaking of themselves. But you're using this guy who is, even though right now is hurt, but he has been very active on WWE, specifically in 2 days. 2 days, 2 huge moments in WWE for CM Punk in 2 days, right? Costing Drew McIntyre title twice. Once Drew gets cash in WrestleMania, and also Drew does not become the number 1 contender for the title, for Jamie Beast's title. But man, oh man. Because I know Jack Perry's coming back. I just feel like he's coming back. This is all setting up a return of Jack Perry. And then he's going to use that Carmi River stuff like that, and he's gonna shoot on CM Punk and all that backstage stuff, and it's gonna, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why are you shooting at somebody who's not there?" It's petty, childish. Childish. Fucking childish. AEW is fucking childish. Well, Tony Khan is childish. Tony Khan. All right, so half an hour to Raw. All right, man. So we may end earlier than usual because I've already been up 50 minutes. So same time. Like, but if there's more, all right. Let's get to Raw. Let's get to SmackDown, and we're gonna get to some other stuff. No, okay. Raw tonight, guys. Raw tonight. Let you all know: Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental title. Right. Montreal. Let you all know tonight. But let's get to SmackDown. Let's get to SmackDown. All right. Okay, so SmackDown. We'll get to the Bloodline stuff in a minute. SmackDown. There's 2 triple threat matches that involve whoever wins the triple threat matches will face each other in the next SmackDown to become the number 1 contender for Cody Rhodes' title. Right? Okay. And those 2 triple threat winners were LA Knight and AJ Styles. So that means on this SmackDown, upcoming SmackDown, we're going to get a WrestleMania rematch between AJ Styles and LA Knight. And whoever wins that match will face Cody Rhodes at Backlash. That you all know. Now, also on the SmackDown, Naomi, who defeated Tiffany Stratton this past Friday, will get a match with Bayley on this SmackDown. So it's a pretty important SmackDown coming up. Also, NXT, Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin lost the NXT Tag Team titles. This is Braun Breaker's farewell. It's going to be officially on the main roster going forward. Okay. We already was signed to SmackDown, but now he's going to be focused on SmackDown full time. Okay. Now let's get to the main story of a SmackDown. So, coming out of WrestleMania. Yeah. I know Styles is going to win this match for sure. Now, coming out of WrestleMania, the Bloodline took 2 major losses. Okay? Jimmy Uso lost to his brother Jay. Right? On night 1. Roman Reigns lost to Cody Rhodes on night 2. Okay? Right. So, coming to SmackDown, what's the mood in the Bloodline going to be like? Well, we see Solo and Jimmy and Paul Heyman together on SmackDown. Roman Reigns is not there. They see a locker room, Cody Rhodes' locker room, right? And Kevin Owens goes in there. It's like, sorry guys, only friends of the champ. And Solo wanted to do something, but Paul Heyman said not on the Tribal Chief's orders not to do anything. And loss is lost, and Cody Rhodes is the champion. So Roman Reigns accepts the fact that Cody Rhodes is a champion, right? And he accepts that he's not gonna. It seems like Roman Reigns has decided, you know what? I'm not gonna bullshit this. I'm gonna accept him as champion. Okay. And that wins and losses matter, right? Okay. Now remember, Solo was the only member of the Bloodline not have a match. So him winning or losing doesn't affect matter to him. He did not have a match, right? He did not have a match. But Jimmy and Roman did, as you know. They had a match. Okay? So we get to the segment, the Bloodline segment. Heyman, Solo, and Jimmy. Okay? And that saying, Solo was tense. He's not happy, he was like, you could tell. Right? Heyman made it perfectly clear to the crowd that Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, has accepted the results of night 2. Right? And also said there's to be consequences for losing and winning, right? Solo decides to take the mic from Heyman and said, "There's consequences." Right? He said there's consequences, right? And Heyman's like, "Yes." So Heyman thought it was him, right? Heyman thought it was like, "What, Solo? What are you doing, Solo? What are you doing?" Right? But he turns and looks at Jimmy, and Jimmy's in shock and is like, Me? What are you talking about? Me? Why me? And he goes to hug Jimmy, and says, I'm sorry. And out of nowhere, former Bullet Club member Tama Toa, I forget her name, part of Bullet Club at one point. Yes, another Bullet Club member joins WWE. Yes. AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, Finn Balor, Gallus, not Luke Gallows and Kyle Anderson. And now Tama Tonga is on. So we're getting Tama Tonga. So we're getting Bullet Club. Yeah, some of the Bullet Club members are on in AEW, but we also got half of them in AEW, half of them WWE. Okay. Okay. And he was in Bullet Club for a very, very long time too. A very, very long time with his partner. And he comes out of nowhere and attacks Jimmy Uso. And they keep attacking him over and over to a point where Jimmy's lying down on the ground, and they all get and Jacob Fatu will definitely be next. And Solo said he was authorized by the Tribal Chief. Heyman caused that's later. Heyman caused Roman because Roman was not the one who came in. He tries to call Roman, but Solo takes your phone away and throws it and smashes it. And Heyman's like, "What? What are you doing?" And on a fallen Jimmy Uso, you see Tonga and Solo do the famous "We are the ones" with the index finger pointing up, and they force Heyman to do it. And Heyman does it. And if you know, when the Bloodline does that, Heyman has never done that. Heyman has never done the one thing, the thing on the one sign. He has never done that. If you watch all the time he's been to Blood, he's never done it. He's either holding the titles or has his arms crossed, but he has never done it. Okay. And he regretfully does it, right? He does it. Okay. Before we get into more detail about this, possible ideas, what's happening, we see a backstage segment where Heyman it just comes out of the trainer's room where Jimmy Uso was being looked at, right? After the beatdown he received. And he was just shocked and Kayla was there to ask him questions about what happened. And he sees Solo come in and be like authorized by the Tribal Chief. And usually usually with the Bloodline, it's usually Heyman gets the word to say stuff he's authorized. But not in this case. Solo says it's authorized by Tribal Chief. Right. Now, the storyline plays like right now, Solo, it seems like we all know what's going to happen, but Solo is like the red herring leader, right? It's the red herring. I think he's playing the red herring. I don't think it's unless they want to make him no pun intended. a huge solo star, make him the next talent to break out the bloodline, and they want to make him a leader. The only problem is they might need a mouthpiece for him because he doesn't talk much. They're talking in WWE, but he has Jacob Fatu, right? He's going to come in. Jacob Fatu is ready to sign. Tonga's already there, and Jacob Fatu will probably come in. It'll probably be those three winning, having a civil war with Roman, because we know. Okay, this because we know the attack on Jimmy. This means the Usos. It's not going to be next week. It's not going to be this week. Maybe not next week. But the Usos are going to reunite. Okay, there's going to be a point they're going to reunite. Yeah, exactly. They're going to reunite. Okay, the Usos are going to reunite after what happened to Jimmy. It's happening. They're going to unite again. The brothers, the twins, they're going to hug each other out, and the Usos are going to be back. Okay? And it's going to be played out that when Jacob Fatu comes in, it's going to be played out. Solo is going to be leading Jacob Fatu and Tonga as the pretend leader, their leader in charge at the time, but not the real leader. He's gonna be taking on that role. And then Roman comes back, and this is gonna be the Roman face turn. This is leading to Roman Reigns' face turn. Okay? I'm sorry. Roman Reigns is gonna go a little bit babyface here. He's gonna go babyface here. Okay? Unless Roman's the one behind it, which I don't think so. Roman, whatever. But it looks like Roman's gonna be the one turning babyface here. Now I don't know when Roman's gonna come back. It's a slow build, right? We have to see that the reunion of the Uso brothers. But definitely, you might see Roman versus Solo in the singles match, and you might see Jacob Fatu and Tonga versus the Usos. I don't think it's gonna be Backlash. Too early for Backlash. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not the leader, but he's gonna be the second guy in charge. The second guy in charge, who's the second boss. I'll say that. Okay, like he's the boss under the Rock. Okay. So that's yeah. So that's gonna have. Backlash is not gonna have a Backlash. This stuff is they're not gonna unite or whatever. Not Backlash. Which one's next? Clash of the Castle. Maybe Clash of the Castle. Then Money in the Bank. Okay. Somewhere down the summer, they're going to do something during the summer. It's going to be a fun Bloodline Civil War in the summer. Okay. Roman Reigns is going to get a singles match against Solo. The Usos are going to take out the tag team. And it's going to be revealed probably somewhere around, and they're going to be fielding for months and months. And it's probably going to be Roman Reigns will probably get his rematch with Cody. But this time Roman Reigns won't be like a typical heel. He'll still get his rematch with Cody, and they might cost him that match. Right? And as times get closer, because The Rock has basically confirmed this. The Rock has confirmed this. We know it's The Rock winning from behind the scenes, right? Yeah, he has to go away. He just started filming the movie now. Today, it was reported now he just started filming his martial arts movie, MMA movie for A24. But we know it's The Rock. Okay, we know it's The Rock. And The Rock has pretty much confirmed that he's getting ready for WrestleMania. He's hyped for WrestleMania 41. So next year, Rock is confirmed for WrestleMania 41. He pretty much confirmed it himself. And I think, even though it shouldn't happen, but based on this Bloodline Civil War stuff, now it's a strong possibility it could happen. I think Rock and Cody could happen in WrestleMania 41 now. Because they might want to do Rock and Roman early. I still think they should build this out as a long year storyline and do Rock and Roman at WrestleMania instead of Rock and Cody. But yeah, this is happening, guys. The Rock's. Well, now the wild card here is Paul Heyman. Yeah, I agree with you, Finbar, buddy. I agree with you. The wild card here is Paul Heyman. Now, I think it's legit that he's shocked by what happened. But do you trust Paul Heyman? Because I think the thing is, if The Rock is running the show, The Rock doesn't need a mouthpiece like Paul Heyman, right? Right? When Heyman was running the show with Roman, yes, Roman did talk on the mic, but Roman does not cut promos. His weakness is cutting long promos. Roman's weakness has always been cutting long promos, right? He's fine doing short promos and talking short, right? But his long weakness has always been long promos. The Rock has no problem doing both. The Rock has no issue with that. Okay? But the thing is, do you think Heyman will side with The Rock? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think so. I think it's a strong possibility. He will turn on Roman and side with The Rock. He'd be like, yeah, I'm not gonna back a loser like Roman Reigns. Yeah, I can see that possibly happen. Because Heyman doesn't typically manage faces. He did when Brock turned babyface. But I think, yeah. I think what Rikishi, here's the thing, Finbar. I think what Rikishi's role into this is, I think he might want to try to get his three sons. Who's Jacob Fatu's father? His uncle. Okay. I think he might want to I think when first would happen, Finbar. I think he might want to try to, get his sons in the ring. His twins back to better. His two twin brother sons, but I also think he'll try to get try to fix his family, man. He'll try to get Solo and his twins to make up, something like that. He doesn't want to see his family fighting. I think he'll try to do something like that first, right? Do something like that first. Okay? He doesn't want to see his sons fighting each other. Do something like that first, then it could lead to that. Something like that. Okay? If Rikishi gets involved. Okay? Okay? Now, The Rock is filming this 24 movie. I don't know how long filming is. This filming could be short though. It's an A24 movie. They're not long filming. Hey, you know what? He might learn some submission moves from this film. This is an MMA. He might actually. Wonder if he pulls out some MMA legit moves in a wrestling ring. The Rock. Can you imagine? You watch out for The Rock to pull some MMA moves in wrestling. Just watch. Yes. No. What if one's over Roman? One's over Roman with the car. Hey, I did it for The Rock. No. The Rock promised to be a role in the next Fast and Furious movie with Vin Diesel. That's why I had to do it. That's why I did this for The Rock. Can you imagine? Why did you do it, Rikishi? Why did you turn on your sons? The Rock promised me a role in the next Fast and the Furious movie. I should make a rumor. I should make a rumor of that. Oh, right. Where was I? I remember this is kind of like. This is Bloodline Civil War. It's kind of like. Now, the thing is, in New Japan, the Bullet Club had a civil war, their own civil war. Yes, yes, yes. I did. I do like that. I did. I threw it to the Rock. I said, I threw it to the Rock. I said, I did it for Finn. Yeah, I did. Oh my god. Where the hell was I? Oh my god. Oh my god. Where was I? I forgot where it was. You made me lose my train of thought, man. Where was I? Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Stop it. You're gonna kill me on air. Oh, where was I, man? So yeah, we could book this Finn bar. We should book this. Yeah, I said watch The Rock come back with MMA moves. Watch him come back. Yo. If the Vin Diesel challenges The Rock at a match at WrestleMania instead of Rock and Roman, night 2 WrestleMania, Vin Diesel versus The Rock, and you got like part of the Fast and Furious crew there. You got like Tyrese Gibson, Ja Rule, Brie Larson's there, Jason Momoa, Charlie Theron, Michelle Rodriguez. I don't know who else. Jason Statham. Yo. Oh my god, I don't know where I am now. Oh yeah, I got 8 minutes left. See what else there is, but that's funny. We gotta go more deep. We're gonna go more. We're gonna find out more as the storyline progresses, like every storyline. Because what we say now, our viewpoints may change based on what happens on future episodes of Raw or SmackDown, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's about it, guys. Yeah. So you're gonna end a little earlier. Well, a couple minutes earlier before Raw. I said SmackDown. SmackDowns used to be on Tuesdays. And I'm thinking about doing reviews again for shows, for wrestling shows, after like Raw review, SmackDown review, NXT review, AEW review, and stuff. I'm thinking of doing that again. I'm not 100% sure. I might start after maybe in 2 weeks. Hey, maybe Finbar could join me for Raw reviews. About Finbar, Thursday is AEW. You know what? Okay. I'll make an AEW prediction video because I haven't paid attention all that much to AEW, but I'll do a prediction video and we'll do something fun Thursday for a stream. Okay? But yeah, so make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, guys. I want to hear what Finbar says before I go off air.